Good afternoon everyone, and welcome to our beginners bar class. So you're getting your first one here for free. Just a little introduction, so if you enjoy it, if you feel it's good for you, then absolutely fantastic, and you can join in with our classes that are going to be running from next week. Okay, I'll give you more details on that in a post later on today. So as I explained yesterday, you're going to need something for a bit of support. So a chair, a kitchen counter, and a push. You could use a wall, just needs to be something sturdy for a little bit of support. Hi Dan. So you're going to be using that to just help you with your balance and control to begin with. You're also going to need a set of light hand weights. So I have a set here. You could use some tins out of the cupboard, you could use a couple of water bottles as long as they weigh the same. Now when we're holding them, ideally I'd like you to wrap your fingers round and hold them with the thumbs forwards so that you're not gripping with the thumb, because that causes strain in the elbow joint. Okay, and when we pick them up and put them back down, you're going to hold them close to the body and come into a squat for me. Okay, so even though they're light, you could still potentially damage yourself if you pick them up and put them down incorrectly. Now, wherever you're positioned, can you make sure that you've got a nice clear space? You've got space to the front, space to the side, and space behind you as well, okay? Because you're going to need to move those legs. I do need to let you know that you're taking part in this class at your own risk. So do make sure that you don't work through pain. If you do have any health conditions, is it safe for you to be doing this class? It is going to be at a low level, there's no impact, so it's perfectly safe for joints, for arthritis. It's great for knee conditions if you're recovering. It's great for hips as well. We're going to be doing some core and upper body work. So do make sure that you listen to your bodies, don't work through pain, and I will be introducing you to some little modifications that you can do as well. Now if you're already very fit and active, and you're joining in with this and it feels a little bit too easy, trust me, the other bar class that I run on the other page is a lot more intense, but we're going to be going through the basics today, setting up a really good foundation. So I'm going to pop the music on and we will make a start. Okay, so we're going to start in first position. What I'd like you to do is bring your heels together and wrap the hips. So I want that feeling to come from here. Feel your glutes tighten. Okay, you want to be a distance away from the bar that you're not having to lean to it and you've not got your shoulder up by your ear. Okay, we're going to be making sure we've got the abdominals pulled in. So we're lifting and lengthening out of the hips and squeezing those thighs together. Relax the shoulders down and bringing the chin back over the collarbones. We're going to round the arm. We're just going to start with a little bit of arm movement first, holding this position, so try not to relax into it, keep pulled up. Okay, so the arm is down and rounded. We're going to take it up, open and down. And as we're doing this, we're keeping the shoulder down, open and down. Coming up, are you still pulled up through those legs? Open and down, up, open and down. Two more, up, open and down. This time we're going to leave the arm out to the side, elbow higher than your wrist. We're going to stretch over and open. Over, inhale, still squeezing those thighs together, over and open. And over and open. Right, we're staying here. Make sure that elbow stays lifted. If your arm gets tired, pop it onto your hips. We're going to go into plies. Can you think about lifting your arch and pressing the little toe and the second toe into the floor for me? We're going to bend those knees. Shoulders stay over the hips and pushing back up. Slowly down for 2 and up for 2. Pull the thighs together. Try and feel the music. Down for 2 and up for 2. Down for 2 and up for 2. and up. Now we're going into some rises, coming up onto the toes and down. Up onto the toes, spread the toes out and lower back down, squeeze the heels together. Up and down and down. 4 more. Going up and down. 3 and down. Really try and pull those heels up. We're going up and down rather than rocking forwards and back. Last one. Now you're going to give me those pliés but a bit faster. Plié and stretch and plié and stretch. Pressing those thighs back. 4. So we want knees over toes. 3, 2, 1. Back to those rises but faster. Up and down. Don't worry if your heels aren't getting very high at the minute. The stronger your feet get, the higher they'll get. So it may take a while, but keep working on it. 2. Now can you hold it here? Are you brave enough to take that hand off your support? Can you balance? Lower down and down. Fantastic. Let's do that on the other side. So if you've got a chair, you can just move it across. If you're on a counter, you might need to just orientate yourself. So we're going up with the arm, open and down. So remember, we're pulling up through those thighs and through the core. We don't want them resting. They're active. Following that hand, if your neck feels okay with that. 2 more. Pulling up through the core. This time staying out in second with the arm. So that's this position here, elbow higher. Stretching over and recover. Stretching over, recover. 2 more. Last one. Remember, we're staying here, shoulder down, plie for 2 and up for 2. Really pull up, pressing those thighs back. Are your arches rolling in? So if they are, you might want to make your turn out a little bit smaller, or maybe take that plie a little bit more shallow. Pulling up and up. Are we ready for those rises? So we're going up for 2 and down for 2. Up, spread the toes out and pull the heels together as you land. So this is great for your pelvic floor. 2 more. And down for 2. Last one. Okay, back to pliés, quicker, and stretch. Plie, and stretch. Think about pressing that little toe in if you feel your arches are rolling inwards. 3, 2, pull up. 1. Ready for rises. Up and down. Up and down. Keep it going. 4. Remember, you can pop that hand onto your hip if you need to. 2. Can you hold? Can you take that hand off your support and stay balanced? And rolling back down, bringing the arms down. Let's just give those shoulders a roll. Now, from there, we're going to turn to face our bar. Okay, so I'm going to come onto a little bit of an angle. And we're going to take feet together, so we call this 6th position. Again, make sure you're not leaning into your bar. Now let's exhale, draw those abdominals in, pull up tall. Shoulders are relaxed down and we've got that rib cage connected. Okay, we're going to take some little knee bends, parallel pliés here. So we're going to bend and stretch. Can you keep your knees tight together? And the shoulders are staying over the hips, we're not leaning forwards. 3. Really push up and you'll feel those glutes fire. Last one, into rises here, up and down. Squeeze the heels together. We're going for 4 more. And 3, 2. Now stay on the rise on this last one. That's that knee bend, but on a rise. Okay, a bit trickier. You can come onto the flat if you need to. Can you keep your heels together? And knees together. 4. And 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's roll down. We're going to put a couple of those moves together. Really important that we think about keeping the hips level and staying really upright, core connected. So we're going into a move called hip rolls now. We're going to be working through the feet and through the knees. So we're going to bend, lift the heels, push up and lower. Bend, heels, push up and lower. Try if you can to keep those heels together. And that's going to help you get a really good inner thigh connection. Really hard to tone part of the body. Squeeze and down. 2 more. And heels. Up and down. Last one, we're going to stay in the rise. Stay here. Now, can you lower the heels a touch and up? Down and up. Down and up. This is really working those calves. And 3, 2, and 1. Rolling all the way down. Just give me a little knee bend to release. And pushing back up. Okay, we're going to reverse that now. So we're going to rise, bend, push your heels down and straighten. Rise, try not to stick your bottom out as you do this, because we're going to get a really good stretch into that Achilles tendon. So that's the bit at the back of the heel. Going towards your ankle. Up, bend, heels and straighten. Rise, bend, heels and straighten. 2 more. Now this one, we're going to stay here in the bend. You can put your heels down if you need to, but can you just pulse? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push up and bring it back down. Okay, wrapping back into first position. We're going to be moving a little bit side to side now. So we're staying really tall. We're going to do a move called a tonju. The knees stay straight in a tonju. I often see people take the leg out straight and then they bend it back in. I want you to use the floor, pull along the floor for me. Have we got those arches lifted? Core switched on. We're going to stretch out and in. Same leg. Make sure you're going right to the side. Feel it here in the hip, into that glute. Pull up on your standing leg. And stretching and lifting that heel away from the floor. Last one this side, let's switch. 8, and in. 7, 6, are you keeping your turn out? So you want your knee on top and your heel underneath. And 3, 2, now we're going to add in a little roll through the foot. So we're going to stretch out, roll down, heel up. Pull in, same side, stretch, roll down, heel up and in, stretch, roll down, up and in, stretch, roll down, up and in. 4 more. Roll through that foot, pull up, 2 more, we're nearly there. And in, last one, really stretch, down, changing sides, are we ready? Out, roll down, heel up, draw in. So you're using the floor, keeping that knee straight, pull that leg back in. Stretch, roll down, pull up and in. Stretch, roll down, heel up and into, coming up onto the tip of the toe, stretch, roll down, up and in, 2 more. And then we're going to start to add in a plie in second position. Okay, so back to the first leg, roll down. Now press the knees out and up. 1 more. Stretch with changing legs. Slide out, roll down, 2 plies. So remember, shoulders stay over the hips, arches lifted. Take it as shallow or as deep as you like. Roll down, plie and stretch. Plie, stretch and in. Change, stretch, roll down, 2 plies. Stretch and in. Changing sides. Pressing those thighs back. We want to keep the arches lifted. Up and in. Stretch. Roll down. 2 plies. Is your heart rate coming up a bit now? And in. 1 more each side. 2 plies. Press the thighs back. Wrap those hips. Pulling up and in. Last time. Stretch. Roll down. 2 plies. Stretch and in. Fantastic. Okay, from there we're going to stay in first position and we're going to do a little plie and we're going to push one leg back, straighten up and bring it back in. Okay, I want you to really focus on keeping that turn out in the leg going to the back. It's very easy to push out and just let that turn out go and your knees pointing at the floor. Squeeze that hip and keep that turn out for me. So, standing tall, heels together, hold up, shoulders are down, and the chin is back. Are we ready? We're going to plie, push, stretch up, and in. Same leg, plie, push, up, and in. So think of being on the inside edge of your big toe. Your outside ankle is pointing at the ceiling, and your hips are staying square to the bar. Plie, stretch, up and in. Plie and stretch, up and in. Plie and stretch, up and in. Last one this side. Are we ready to change after this one? Change sides. Plie, push back, up and in. So being very aware that we're taking that leg directly behind us. It might be going out on a bit of an angle. Squeeze that glute harder, it'll go behind you. Push, up and in. Now what's happening to that standing leg? Is your knee going over those toes? Pull up and in. We're keeping those arches lifted. 2 more. Plie, stretch, up and in. Up and in. Fantastic. Okay, from that basic move we're going to build onto that a little bit and we're going to start to lift that back leg. We want to really fire those glutes. You might be tempted to arch the back more to do this or even turn the pelvis. So it might be that you don't get your toe very far off the floor today. That's absolutely fine. The more you do it, the stronger they'll get, so that's where I want you to feel it right in those glutes. Okay, so we're pulling up tall, shoulders down, chin back. Are we ready? Okay, let's go. So, plie, push back. Now straighten up, squeeze that glute, lift, tap, lift, tap. Hips are square to the bar. And we're not arching the back, so you might want to exhale. Keep the abdominals in. 2 more. Bring it in. Ready for the other side. Plie, push out, stretching up, ready to lift, lift and tap. Have you still got that outside ankle pointing at the ceiling? Hips wrapped. 4, knee straight, 2, 1. Let's bring it in and give me some pliés. So we're just going to take some nice gentle pliés. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Pulling up tall, fantastic. Okay, from there, we're going to turn into parallel position. So that's heels underneath the hip bones, your feet are hip distance. And we're going to step back just a little, make sure you've got space behind you. Now this time we're going to lean forward, slide one leg out. Can you come onto the ball of the foot? So you've got your toes down, knee pointing at the ceiling, heel pointing away. And we're going to come into some lunges. So I'd like you to stay forwards as though you're trying to fasten your shoelaces. Chin is nodded, shoulders are down. Okay, and we're going to lunge. Bend both knees, you're bending down and up. So nice and slow, down and up. So if your knee's going past the end of your toes, you might want to step that back leg a bit further. Now this knee's going straight over these toes, and this knee's going straight forwards as well. So just check it's not turning in. Down and up. 2 more. Now I'm going to hold this last one. Can you give me some little pulses? Tall spine. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pushing up and stepping in. Let's change legs. So make sure you stepped out, your hips are square to the bar, hinged forwards, ready to go. Down for 2, up for 2, knees over toes, up. So if your front knee is going in, your hip is probably swinging out to the side and your back is doing the work. So it doesn't matter if it's really shallow lunge, as long as the alignment's correct. That depth will come as you get stronger. Down for 2 and up for 2. Last one we're going to hold. Hold it here. We're ready to pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pushing up and stepping in. Right. Very well done. We're going to step a little bit further back now and take the feet into a wider stance but still parallel, no turn out here. We're going to come into some squats, so it doesn't matter if you're leaning for the bar as long as you're not rounding the back to do it. So think of hinging from the hips, think chest forward, hips back. So we're ready to squat, hips go back, knees go over toes, push up, hinge, squat and up. Toes are down. Really important that knees are going over toes and the big toe is staying on the floor. And up. If you can you inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. So push those knees out over those toes if they're rolling in. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. Last one. Brilliant. Okay, I think it's time we turn sideways on again and there's a little bit more work on those tendons. So we're going to round the arm and we're taking it to first position. So it's not shoulder height, your fingertips are opposite your tummy button. Collarbones are wide, just draw that shoulder back a little. We're sliding to the front, so you're sliding out and in. Pull up on that standing leg. Slide, no bend of the knees. 4, And 3, stretch that foot. Straight line in front of you, inside ankle on top. Now open the arm out to the side, we're going to the side. Elbow higher than your wrist. How's that standing leg doing? Doing a lot of work, stabilising you. And 3, 2, last one. Now bring the arm forwards and long, push to the back. Remember, we're working that glute. We want the outside ankle on top. No knee bending. Hips stay square. 3, 2, knees stay straight. 1. Take the arm out, take a stretch over, inhale. Exhale. We're going to leave the arm in second now. So I'd like you to push to the front. Now can you trace a semicircle with your big toe? Pull that heel in and close. Stretch to the front. This is a rond de jambe. Trace it round. And close. 2 more this way. Are you still pulled up on that standing leg? Is your arch lifted? And close. Last one this way. Stretch. Trace it round. And close. Just bring the arm down for a moment. Let's take it out again. We're going to reverse those circles. We're ready? So we're starting at the back. Hang on to that turnout. Pushing back. Glide it round. Close it in. Straight leg all the way through. Pushing back. Keep that turnout. And close. 2 more. Stretching back. Slow circle. Round. And close. Last time. Stretch back. Round. Now we're not going to close this time. You're going to stay here. Inside thigh on top. Can we lift and tap? Lift. And lift. Now make sure you're not collapsing in the spine as you do that. Stay really tall. Shoulders over hips, try not to lean back. 2 more. 1. And in. Is this hip feeling it? Right. Bar for a bit of support. Let's cross that leg over. Come into a hip stretch for me. So you can lean forwards if you need a bit of pressure. Hand onto the thigh. Just breathe into it. And then pushing up, and we've got all that to do on the other side. Okay, so coming across. Ready for those tongus, so we're taking the arm to opposite the tummy button to begin with. First position, outside leg, and in. Pulling up tall. Pull those heels together as you close. 4. And 3, we've got 2 more and then we're going out to the side. We're going to open that arm as well. Let's open out. Now, heel underneath, knee on top. Wrap those hips. Is your elbow higher than your wrist still? If that arm's getting tired, pop it on your hip. Lift that heel. 2 more and then we're going to the back with our arabesque arm at the front. Push. And push. Straight knee. 4. And 3. 2. And 1. Okay. Just give me a little plie and a stretch over. Recover. Taking the arm to second, staying here. So we're going into our circles now. Trace it round, wrap that hip, close. Pulling up tall, stretch it forwards, stay pulled up so it's a really light touch of that toe on the floor. And close. 2 more here. Trace it round. Slowly close in, straight knee. Last time, pushing forwards, stretching round. and close. We're ready to reverse. Pushing back, round, closing it in, straighten, pull it in, that's it. Pushing back, trace it round, close it in, 2 more, pushing back, tracing round, closing it in. We've got 1 more, we're staying at the front, remember, push it back, trace it round. Now you've got that turn out, pull up tall, we're going to lift and tap. We're ready, lift and tap. Staying really tall in the spine, shoulders over hips. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Bring it in, give me a plie, let's come into that hip stretch. Cross it over, hinge forwards. If you need to, take that hand onto the thigh for a bit of pressure. Deep breaths into it. And pushing up. Okay, time to grab those weights. So we're going to do a bit of free weight work in the centre. So I'm moving my chair out of the way. So remember, safe squat. Hold the weights close to your chest. Come up. We're wrapping fingers round, thumbs forwards. Now I'm going to get you started in 6th position, feet together. Now pull up out of the hips, squeeze the thighs. You're going to swing the arms, but nothing else is going to move. So I want you to try and stay as steady as you can. No rotation of the shoulders. Lifting out of the hips. Okay, now we're going to turn. So you're going to turn one palm and down. Now if you've got osteoporosis, osteopenia, step your feet apart and allow your hips to move, please. Okay, that's going to keep your spine safe. So you can take it high if you can keep your shoulders down, or you could keep it low. So now we're moving the rib cage. Shoulders staying down. 1 more each way. Last one. Coming down. Okay, sorry, just got something on my screen. That's better. Okay, staying feet together. We're going to take the arms out to the side, take a stretch. And up. So you're just holding the weights away from the body. And up. How's this feeling? If you're feeling a bit wobbly, think of closing those thighs together. Really pull them in tight. Let's do 1 more each side. Now we're going to go up. Stretch over. Up. And down. Changing sides. Bring the weight up, shoulder down. And over. Up. And down. Coming up, pull those thighs together, that's going to stabilise you. Up and down. Last time, up and over. Up and down. Turning into first position. Plie and plie. Pressing those thighs back, keeping the arches lifted. 4 and 3, 2. We're going to stay down in this last one. Stay here. Can you circle the arms? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now push up. Alternatives. Shoulder issues. You're going to squeeze back from the hip. Otherwise, you're coming to the forehead. So we're going to take a plie, push out, plie, push out. Make sure those shoulders are down away from your jaw. 4 and 3. This is your triceps, this is the back of the arms. 1. Bring it all the way down. Give those shoulders a roll. Just turn the chin over one shoulder for me. And then over the other shoulder. And centre. Okay, we're going to come back to those squats now, but we're going to add in a bicep curl. Now I'm not sure how long my battery's going to last, but we'll try and get through the next few minutes. So hinge, take the arms out, curl. Keep the elbows forwards. Try not to tuck them into your body, that's going to make your arms work harder. And up. So we're sending the bottom back, keeping the spine neutral. So do watch for maybe tucking your pelvis under or sticking your bottom out too far and arching your back. Two more. Bring the weights down. Now, normally I do a little bit more than that, but I do think my battery is going to go. So we're going to pop the weights down and we're going to come into some stretching. We've already done a nice hip stretch, so let's stretch out the shoulders. Hold onto your bar, step back, feet wide, and push the hips back. Lengthen the spine and think of pushing your little fingers forwards. Breathe into the stretch. Now soften the knees, round the spine, step in and curl up. Okay, we're going to step one leg back. Come into a calf stretch for me. Push your heel down. And just breathing nice and evenly, tall spine. Let's step onto that front leg, pick up the leg at the back. Now, if this is a struggle for you, next time maybe have a towel or something that you could wrap around your foot and use to pull. You can even grab hold of your leggings or your trousers. And release. Let's step the other leg back. Stretch out that calf. And stepping in, pick up that foot. Let's come into that quad stretch. That's the front of your thighs, shoulders are back. And release. Okay, let's clasp the arms in front, nod the chin, stretch out the back. So think of widening your shoulder blades. And let's pull up, take the arms back, shoulders are down, watch the flare in the ribs and leaning back. We want to be pushing the arms back. And stretch out wide and bring them down. So we're going to finish off with a nice curtsy. Let's come into first position, gentlemen. Feel free to bow. Okay, we're going to take a step out to the side, place that foot behind you, and just a little curtsy. And out to the other side, step it behind, a little curtsy, and up. And thank you very, very much for joining me this afternoon. I hope you enjoyed that. And as I said, I'm going to be putting details on of how to join in with a beginner's bar class that's going to start running next week. So do take care, have a wonderful rest of the day, and hopefully I'll see you soon.